just before the weekend, we have lost yet um, groundbreaking, yet most enduring, yet best beloved television personality of all Detroit, Doris Biscoe. You probably have gathered. She was an incredible woman who was also a piece of work in the newsroom, who stood right on her 2 feet, covering all the news right there in Detroit, Michigan, having been associated with the one station, which of course was WXYZ TV. Where she stood right there for a quarter of a century. That even herself really liked working with the people there. And she loved working with the people out there every single moment of it. Now, you also probably have gathered she set the tone for others as young journalists or other journalists who were really close to my age as far as this thing with reading was concerned. Although I didn't know her personally, but what I know was she had some of the other young generations who grew up watching her, along with Bill Bonds and John Kelly and Marilyn Turner, all on the same station that she worked. They got to read, some got to read, and some got to work at, at the same station long after those veterans had left. Not only that, um, this is where now, as far as this reading is concerned, this was where she got the suggestion of literacy to do just that. As far as this thing with learning to read is concerned, she taught everybody at WXYZ how to make it better. Not only that, she also taught people how to make it better while working in the newsroom. Um, she be able to tackle the most toughest topics of all, especially the Rosa Parks story that gave her an award. She's the recipient of many awards, and she was number one in almost all of Detroit, second only to Bill Bonds. Now, growing up, watching her and learning a lot from that woman, Doris Biscoe, was more than just a one take wonder. I mean, she was just a woman who could understand being a newswoman, unlike many other ladies who could not match that particular criteria or rank as far as being other female news leaders were concerned. For instance, you take Diana Lewis for what? She started it in the same news area Doris was, and they became friends. They met, started as acquaintances, became friends, and they loved each other so much. And and for me, being a young kid, growing up in Ypsilanti, Michigan, another thing I have learned from Doris was you can always be very, very, very special as long as you have a very kind heart. Now, we're going to be missing Doris so much, and while we do, we're going to always remember her for being the nicest lady she would ever encounter, whether she went on the road or whether she would be in doing it on the air in the building. Among everything else I have already told you. Thank you, Doris. May God bless you, and I hope you enjoy heaven.